Okay, here we go. Welcome, everybody. Dr. Veronique Traynard, it's a pleasure to have you here tonight. And I'm going to pass it over straight away to you because you are the expert in our products, and we'll be talking about skin and about Cerule skin products as well. Hello.
Hello, everybody. So it's a pleasure to be here today. So we will speak about Cerule skin line. So the idea is to present to you the function of each product, the complementary action, the ingredients, and the condition of use. So if you have any questions, it will be at the end of the webinar. So the question will be written on the chat, and after we will go through at the end. So the first thing is really to give you the context. So maybe some know already that, but we were experts of blue-green algae, but not necessarily cosmetics. So we have a collaboration with a laboratory, a French laboratory, and her president is an expert in biomarine algae. So what is really interesting is that they collect algae from a biosphere in Brittany, in France. And this biosphere is really special. So it's Molène Island. So why is it really unique in terms of localization is that you have the Channel Sea and the Atlantic Sea that join at the Molène Island. So you have an optimal oxygenation of the seawater, which is really optimal condition for the growth of all the algae. And it has been classified to UNESCO Preservation World Heritage, so it's protected now. And it has really an exceptional biodiversity. So among all the algae of the biosphere, 20 were selected for cosmetic uses. So it's hand harvest by a traditional process. It's certified by EcoCert, so it's organic certification. And all the algae are transformed in the first day, so in the first 24 hours after the harvest. So it's really to keep the freshness and the actives bioactivity. And after the actives are extracted by an ecological process. So that's really why we selected this laboratory, because they have the expertise with algae, and also because it's organic certified, and they have really, it's made in France, and they really have scientific data on each algae. So for each product, it's made about 98% at least of natural ingredients from natural origin. The majority of the products are certified Cosmos, so it's the organic certification in Europe. It's free from paraben, GMO, or artificial perfume. The only, in fact, natural additives we put, it's more for preservation, so the preservatives, but there is no addition of perfume, for example. It's not tested on animals, but it's really in accordance with the European regulations. So it's not really an argument. We are just compliant with the European regulation. We selected actives because we have in vitro and clinical data to really assess the efficacy. What is really unique for Cerule skin line is also we don't have demineralized water. We have seawater. So in fact, we don't have really a solvent. We have, in fact, all the ingredients are considered as actives. So we have isotonic formulas with the seawater from Brittany. So it's really all made in France. So that's really something that is the marketing argument. So I will present all the products. We will begin with the first step, which is the cleaning step with the micellar gel. After I will present the serum, and after the CC cream, and at the end, the night cream. So what we really try to set up is a daily routine with the skincare, which will be wellness rituals, we would say, with the step 1, which is really to clean and remove the makeup. The step 2 will be to lift, plums up, really to increase the elasticity and the firmness of the skin. And the step 3 will be more for moisturization and unify the complexion. So I will present the micellar gel, and the first step is a really important one because we really underestimate the importance of cleaning the skin before putting other skincare products. So why we need to clean the skin? Because we need to remove the impurities, the dead cells, the residues linked to hair pollution and the sebum excess we could have. So it's really important to clean the skin on a daily basis. So it's really to prepare the skin to receive all the skincare. They will penetrate more in the skin if we have a cleaned skin. So it's really the first step. But we don't have the same skin, in fact. So that is why we select to have 2 micellar gel, one for combination mixed and oily skins. The main action will be to purify, and the second one will be for dry and sensitive skin. And the main action will, in addition to the cleaning, will be to calm, to really relax the skin. So it's formulated with a physiological pH. So it won't be an aggressive cleaning. 99% of the ingredients are from natural origin, and 20% of the ingredients are from organic origin. So it's really a high percentage because, in fact, we cannot have the water in the percentage of organic ingredients. So if we remove water, there is a high percentage of organic ingredients. It's a isotonic formula with seawater. And the advantage is that you don't need to rinse after the cleaning. So it's really a time saving. And if you are not at home, it's easier if you don't need to rinse after the cleaning. And it's certified organic. So I will present, in fact, the skin types. You will really understand why in fact it's important to really select and to know your skin types, because the need will be a little bit different. So for mixed combination or oily skins, there is imperfection. So there will be white or black heads, spots, an excessive production of sebum. There will be some inflammation and red spots. So that is called inflammatory lesion or retentional lesion. So the idea is really to reduce the production of sebum, to really reduce also the local inflammation, to moisturize, because we need to moisturize even if we have combination skin, to limit the growth of the bacteria responsible for acne, to mattify and really to smooth the skin texture. So that's really the characteristics of the skin and the specific needs that it would be different for sensitive or dry skin. So we have 4 types of ingredients in the purifying micellar gel. We have a common basis, which is the moisturizing effect will be from aquaxyl. So it's a glucose xylitol complex. We will see the results from the clinical study after, but the main action will be to moisturize and to really enhance the barrier function of the skin. We will have also a soft cleaning with the oily extract of apricot. And we will have a tonifying action with also isotonic seawater rich in minerals. And we will have also a serum from brown algae, Ascophyllum nodosum, rich in minerals, in amino acids, in vitamins, to really tonify the skin. And there are specific ingredients for the purifying action, imperfection reduction, the anti-inflammatory, and the sebum regulation. And all these actions specific to combination and I would say oily skin comes from marine phycosaccharides of brown algae and the red algae, Asparagopsis armata. So it's these two ingredients really specific for the purifying and sebum regulating actions. So I will present to you why we selected these ingredients. So for example, for the phycosaccharides, we have data on the reduction of the production of sebum and the inhibition of the bacteria responsible for acne. So it's a dose-dependent effect. And also we enhance the lesion healing of the skin to really reduce the imperfection. And we have also an anti-inflammatory action. So we have in vitro data and also clinical data. So on 20 volunteers with acne, after 4 days, we have a decrease in the lesion size. After 28 days, we have a decrease in the sebum production. And what is really interesting is that, in fact, the decrease will be on all skin imperfection types, on retentional lesion, blackheads, microcysts, and inflammatory lesions. So we have in orange the maximal change variation, and in blue the mean variation. So we really have clinically tested ingredients. That is why we selected them, and we select the right concentration based on the clinical data. For dry skin, this is completely different because we have a lack of ceramides, which is the lipid of the skin, and also we have a lack of water. So we have an increased water loss, and also a desquamation that is increased, and also a decrease in the glycoaminoglycans, which constitute, in fact, the water pools. So the idea will be, in fact, to really reduce the redness, the itching feeling we can have, the dryness of the skin, and also to really moisturize the skin and really decrease the reactivity of the skin to pollution, to cold, to heat. So we will have, in fact, 2 ingredients for the moisturizing effect, for the calming effects, and the comfort sensations we could have. We have an aromatic water of ghost flowers, so the yellow flowers, and we have also a red algae extract from Palmaria palmata. So it's really the 2 ingredients really specific for dry and sensitive skin. For the rest, it's the same core common basis of ingredients that we have seen before. So what is really interesting is for aromatic water of ghost flowers is that it increases the secretion of beta endorphins. So in fact, when we do some sports, we will have beta endorphin secretion, which is responsible for the wellness feeling we have after sports. But it can be, in fact, secreted by neuron cells, but also by skin cells, so keratinocytes and fibroblasts. So in fact, we have a dose-dependent stimulation of the production of beta endorphins with this ingredient. So the idea is really for the calming effect, the wellness effect. Also, what is really important for dry and sensitive skin is really to improve the moisturization of the skin and the production of hyaluronic acid and ceramides that are responsible to really maintain the water pools of the skin and not to have a water loss. So in fact, in 30 days, we have an increased moisturization rate of the skin, and we have also a decrease in the transepidermic water loss. So it's really, it was made on 25 volunteers with dry skin, so it's really representative of the customer target population. And it's really clinically tested to have this increase in moisturization. So we have the first step, we clean the skin, depending on your skin types. And after the skin is prepared to receive other products. So the step 2 will be the serum, the tensor serum. So we have 98.5% of ingredients from natural origin and 20% of organic ingredients. The product is certified by EcoCert Cosmos Natural. It's always made in France. So the idea of the serum is to have a short-term effect, which is really the tensor serum, the lifting effect, I would say. We have a more long-term effect on the moisturizing effect, the firming effect, remodeling effect, and we will see also regenerative properties. So the idea is, I will present the ingredients and after we go in details. So as usual, we have the isotonic seawater with more than 90 minerals and oligo-elements. So it's really for the tonification of the skin, for the remineralization. We have barley stem water, red algae gel from Chondrus crispus, which is really widely used in cosmetics for the tonification of the skin and the moisturization of the skin. The scoparian, which is a brown algae, really we will see it will increase the collagen production for the firming effect to enhance the elasticity of the skin. The hyaluronic acid, which is classical, the fucogel, multi-action ingredient you will see, and the hydrolyzed whey protein. So we will begin with the whey protein. In fact, it forms an elastic biofilm on the skin for this immediate tensor effect. So it will lift and really enhance the firming of the skin and improve the skin glow and avoid skin slackening with aging. So it's really important to measure that the advantage of this product is really to have a short-term effect with the firming effect and the tensor effect. And we have also other actions. So what is really interesting with glucosate is that it will increase one specific type of proteins, the sirtuin 1 in the epidermis, and they are responsible for a lot of cellular action. We call them the anti-aging protein because they improve the cell renewal, they increase the DNA repair. It will really improve, I would say, improve the lifetime of the cell. It will really decrease oxidative stress, inflammation. So it's really protein to really enhance the lifetime of the cell. And this ingredient is really associated with an increase of these proteins. We have also a clinically tested data on the skin sensitivity after 5 minutes of application on 19 women with, I would say, a sensitive skin. We have a really decrease in the itching and redness of the skin. So it's really a calming and relaxing effect. We have also remodeling, I would say, effect because it will increase 2 proteins involved in the cell differentiation of the skin. And also we have a complementary effect with hyaluronic acid because hyaluronic acid will increase the moisturization rate of the skin after 1 hour, and the fucogel will increase the moisturizing rate of the skin until 3 hours. So we have really a long-lasting moisturization. What is interesting for hyaluronic acid, but is, I would say it's a classical ingredient, so you know probably already this. In fact, with aging, we have less collagen production. We have also less hyaluronic acid and elastin production with age. So progressively, we have a dryness of the skin, a slackening of the skin. So it will form wrinkles progressively. So the idea is really to have ingredients to stimulate this production of collagen and hyaluronic acid. And what is interesting with this ingredient, we selected hyaluronic acid of low molecular weight to enhance the bioavailability of the ingredients, to penetrate the skin and to have its bioactivity. So there are three main actions. The first is to stimulate the tight junction proteins of the skin to really maintain the function of barrier of the skin. The second one will be to really maintain the skin hydration and to improve the water pores, so the reserves of water in the skin. And the third action of hyaluronic acid will be to increase, to stimulate the production of procollagen, which is the precursor of collagen. So it will really increase and enhance the elasticity and the firmness of the skin. So the condition of use of the serum, it's really important. We prefer to use it in the morning, but it can be also in the evening. But the idea will be to have the cleaning of the skin with the micellar gel, and after you put the serum, the tensor serum, on face and neck, don't forget the neck, and to apply by massage until it penetrates. For men, it can be used also as an aftershave, because as it will regenerate the skin, moisturize the skin, it can also be a useful product for men also. So you can keep 6 months after opening. It's really for all skin types, as we have moisturization, regenerative ingredients, enhancements of firmness and elasticity of the skin. So we will see that it's really for all skin types, whatever. So the third step is really the CC cream. So the CC cream, it's a classical, I would say, function, because it's widely known and used. So it has several actions. The first is to unify the complexion. It's colored. The idea is really to reduce the skin imperfection and to unify the complexion. There is also a moisturizing effect, a mattifying effect, a calming effect, and pore tightening. So we will see the ingredients. And we have specific pigments for the glowing effect, so to unify the complexion. Whatever the color of the skin. What is important is we still have the isotonic seawater, which is really unique to Cerule products. So we will see. Also, the mango butter is interesting because it will nourish the skin. It's really rich in omega-3, 6, and 9. So really lipids that will nourish the skin. We have calendula extract, which is really a classical plant for calming and healing, also for wound healing. We have also the mastic pistachio tree extract. So we'll see it's the ingredient responsible for tighten the skin pores and reduce the skin imperfection. We have antioxidant vitamin E, the aquaxyl complex for the moisturization, and we have the pigment to unify the complexion. So I will present to you what a really interesting results on the mastic pistachio tree extracts. So after 14 and 28 days, at 2% of the ingredients in the formula, we have a tightening of the skin pores, and we have also a reduction of the total surface of the pores. So it's really interesting to have this, and we have also a reduction on retentional lesion, blackheads and microcysts. So it will really reduce the spots and the imperfection we can have on the skin. So it's really interesting because it has also purifying effects because it has an antibacterial action. So the idea for the condition of use of the CC cream is to have a cleaning step with the micellar gel, to put the serum in the morning, the tensor serum, and after to have the CC cream application. So a small amount of product with fingers is really applied on the face and the neck, and it's the penetration will be by massage until the complexion is unified. It can be kept 9 months after opening. It's a tube of 30 ml, so it's usually for 1 month. And it can be, in fact, for women, it can be a replacement of the foundation for light, I would say, foundation, or it can be applied before the foundation. All depends on the habits. So as a summary, we have the cleaning step to remove impurities, bacteria, dead cells, sebum, to really avoid pore obstruction and to prepare the skin to other skin care products. We have a firming and I would say restructuring and tensor effect with the serum. We have a late moisturizing effect we see, and we have only the pumping effect, the enhancement of the firmness and elasticity of the skin. The third step is really to moisturize and to unify the complexion, to mattify and to tighten the pores and to reduce imperfection. So with all these 3 products, we have, I would say, the day routine. And we will see after for the night routine with the night cream. Before presenting you the night cream, regenerating cream, I will just make just a quick stop on the difference between the serum and a cream. The serum penetrates generally deeply in the multiple layers of the skin. It can go to epidermis and sometimes to dermis, which is different from the cream that have I would say a more superficial action on the epidermis. And also the serum is put before the cream, always. And I would say the serum will have a specific and targeted action for lifting, tensor effect, for redness, for wrinkles, for really specific action. The cream will have a more general action. So now also I will already answered, I would say, questions we have. So the first question was, can the cosmetic products be used by men? Obviously it can be used by men and women because we have exactly the same skin, exactly the same structure of the skin. And we also selected some ingredients with neutral, I would say, perfume or odor, so it can be used by men and women. The CC cream is not certified by EcoCert as organic because, in fact, the capsules of pigment cannot be certified by EcoCert. So, in fact, we have 98.5% of ingredients from natural origin. The 1.5 remaining is for perfume and natural perfume and preservative agents and the pigment. So we don't have ingredients from animal origin, so it can be vegan friendly. And also the product can be used by pregnant women because it's a topical application. We don't have essential oil too much concentrated, so normally there will be no issue with pregnant women. Now we will go to the night regenerating cream. It's a unique product because we have RFA in the product, and contrary to Biotherm, if you know this laboratory, Biotherm use FA, but we have a white screen. And so they use, in fact, whitening agents, and we don't use this type of agents. So we have a blue cream because we have Efe in it. So it's really important also that we carried out some tests, in vitro tests on Efe. So it's properly results from Cerule, and we adjust the concentration of Efe from the in vitro tests and results. So what we need to know is that the skin will be completely renewed in 28 days. So we really also need to be careful that if the skin renew in 28 days, sometimes to see the complete effects and benefits of the products, we need generally to apply the products between 2 or 3 months. So 2 or 3 cycles of renewal. So for the night cream, we have 99% of natural origin, 30% of ingredients are organic, so it's a very high concentration of organic ingredients. It's Cosmos Organic certified, vegan friendly, as we say. So we have all these actions, and we will see in details each ingredients and its action for each. So it will stimulate the cell regeneration. We have 3 or 4 ingredients for this. A classical antioxidant action, a stimulation of collagen and hyaluronic acid production. So it's really the firming action. We have also a moisturizing action, which is classical in night regenerating cream. We have a probiotic strain to really balance the skin microflora, because it's not only in the intestine, we have also skin microflora. And in fact, the bacteria on the skin are really important for the skin defense and the immune modulating action. We have also calming properties and a lifting action. So we have the first and the most important is the Efe we have in the product. So we carried out the in vitro test. It's really simple. We have a human skin cell in culture, and we do a lesion, an injury in the cell. And we have 2 groups, one which is the control and one with Efe, and with a different concentration of Efe. And we observe the healing process. And in fact, what is really, what has been demonstrated is that we have a cell proliferation that is increased with Efe, and Efe will accelerate, will speed the cell regeneration and repair. So we have a full healing very quickly, in fact, and the cell regeneration and repairing process is really increased from 2 hours after application. So it's really quick. We have a second ingredient for the cell regeneration of the skin. It's the blue stem cell extracts. So it will increase the elastin and collagen production for really a firming action. It will moisturize the skin up to 8 hours after the application. So it's really a long-lasting moisturization. And it will also stimulate the skin cell proliferation and regeneration. We have also a natural Japanese cedar buds extract that will also stimulate epidermal renewal, the renewal process of the skin. And it has also a high moisturizing effect. We have a sea lavender flower extract. It has really also 2 main actions. The first is to stimulate the production of collagen and hyaluronic acid, and also a cell renewal that is increased by 16%. So it's really a high enhancement of cell renewal. And we have also marine exopolysaccharides that will stimulate the renewal of the epidermis, reduce the inflammation, and boost the hydration rate of the skin. We have also a glycopolymer from red algae. So it forms a natural biofilm on the skin for skin protection, especially for UV, for light, for pollution. And also we have another brown seaweed extract for pumping effect. It will increase also the production of collagens and hyaluronic acid. We have the probiotic strain. It's a lactobacillus strain. So it will increase the protection of the skin from external aggression. So it's really the mechanism of defense of the skin. And it has also immune modulating effects. We still also found the aromatic water of ghost flowers. So really to release beta-endorphin for the relaxing and soothing action. We have the aquaxyl complex for the moisturization. And also we have a red algae gel from Chondrus crispus. As I said, it's rich in polysaccharides, amino acids, vitamin C, and minerals, copper, zinc, iron, and iodine. So it's really a really complete formula to really improve the skin cell regeneration and renewal. We have a moisturizing effect. We have firming effect for the elasticity of the skin. We have the probiotics, and we have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. So it's really a complete formula for the regeneration of the skin. The skin, as the joint does also, will regenerate during the night. So we put it during the evening after a cleaning step on face and neck. And it's important to really apply with massage on all face. As I said, it's better to use at least on 60 days. It's better on 90 days for optimal efficiency. It's a tube of 30 ml, so it will be between, I would say, 1 month, a little bit less sometimes. So it's really a routine every evening to put it during the evening. So it's better to have the cleaning step before and after to have the regenerating cream. And if you want, you can put the serum in between, but all depends, I would say, on the habits you can have. So really you have a daily routine with the micellar gel, the tensor serum, and the CC cream. And for the evening, you have the micellar gel and the regenerating cream, at least for the night routine. So thank you for listening. We have a question right now from Guy. So in the application of the night cream, should it be worked into the skin or sit on top of the skin? I'm not sure I understand the questions. Do you mean into the skin or on top of the skin? It will penetrate the epidermis. It will penetrate the epidermis, and for some, reach the deeper layer of the skin. It's better to massage well to really improve the penetration of the product. I use the regenerating cream in the morning too. Is that okay? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It won't affect the efficacy. It's just that as the skin will regenerate during the night, I would say it's better to use in the evening, because also you don't have the pollution, all the impurities we have during the day, the sebum excess, etc. So sometimes it's better to use, I would say, on a clean face and during the night, but you can also use in the morning. It won't affect the efficacy of the ingredients. Yes, I would say it's better. Yes, the serum can be used in the morning and the night. No issue with this. we don't have data to say if you use twice a day instead of once. We don't have the comparison, so I cannot really answer. I would say that yes, it's optimal conditions if you use twice a day, but once a day will also you will also have an efficacy. I don't know if there is if there are other questions on the cosmetic products. So hydrolyzed whey proteins. So yes, hydrolyzed whey proteins are the ingredients. It will form a biofilm on the skin, and it's responsible for the tensor effect. So at short term, it will really firm the skin, lift the skin, and for the pumping effects. So that's, I would say, the ingredient responsible for the short-term effect. Do we have other questions on the skin products? And what is really important also, I would say, besides all the presentation on the product, is really to when you present the product, to make people try the product with the sampling, so you can have an open bottle if you don't have samples, but really that people will test the product, smell the product, apply the product, because for cosmetics it's really important that they can experience the product, and also to have some open questions to them, to select the skin types of the person for micellar gel, combination oily skin, dry, sensitive skin, and to also have information about their own habits with other products. Do they have, I would say, a moisturizing day cream? Will they apply makeup or not? Extra. So we really need to, in fact, put the Cerule skin products in their routine already, but if they have other cosmetics products, to really adapt the offer depending on their habits, and also to really explain the different steps, the complementary steps on of each product, and really to promote the natural origin, the organic certification, the made in France, the fact that we test and we have proprietary results on FA for the regenerating cream, and that the actives have efficacy data in vitro or clinical, but we have science behind the products, and really to present, I would say, all the steps, so that they can see that it's a really routine made on several products. Can the tensor be used on other parts than the face that has the skin problem? I would say it's not really an issue, because we have a tolerance test on the face, but I would say that the face are the most sensitive. So if you apply on legs or arms, I don't see any issue on this. I do not have any feedback from customers, I would say, for the application on other parts. But in terms of safety and efficacy, I don't see an issue. I don't know if you have, if there is other questions.
There we go.
A body lotion in the future. It was, yes, it's a good idea. It was something that is discussed with the cosmetic laboratory. We will see, depending on also what is in the pipelines. I don't really know actually right now what will be the next cosmetics product, but yes, it could be complementary to the rest. Does the CC cream protect the skin well against the UV rays, or do you have to put a sun cream? There is no SPF in the CC cream. So it won't. It's not a sun protection. So because I would say I would tell you why. Because in the US, when you put SPF for sun protection, it's a drug. It's not a cosmetic product. So as we have an international formula for everyone, we cannot put an SPF for the US because it will be considered as a drug. That is why we don't put SPF. But originally in the formula, we had ingredients for sun protection. But as it's an issue for the US, we remove it. So you can put a sun cream over it, obviously, during the day. It's red from previous sunburn. The redness doesn't go. I would say you can try the regenerating cream with FA, because we have good results with FA for sunburn or wound healing. And also, what is really important that I forgot is to have an in-out I would say product. So you have the stem enhance and you have the product, and both will increase the efficacy, especially on regeneration. So it's really important to have this in-out habits, to have the stem enhance every day, to really, I would say, stimulate the regeneration and the repairing function, and to have the cosmetic products after. I don't know if you have any other questions.
Well, don't be shy. And if you want to unmute yourselves, feel free as well. This is a recorded session, so sometimes it works better if you can hear the questions as well. But don't be shy. And happy to see that we have such a multinational audience today. I see here people from Germany, from New Zealand, from Denmark, from Netherlands, from UK, from Canada. I mean, well, this is truly international, Veronique.
Sounds good. Mm-hmm. So, and also in terms of tools for cosmetics, we have presentation tools. So we have the brochure, we have the product fact sheet. We have also on the website the description of the product, and also we have the blog. So it's in French, but maybe soon it will be in English, I hope. So for if you have a French-speaking, I would say, people around you, you can have also the blog. So yes, we have presentation tools for cosmetics. So I'm glad that it was helpful and that it was complete and clear. If you have other questions, you can send by email to the customer service. So it will be forwarded to me after.
Yeah. Veronique, I have a question for you. Would you describe our cosmetic range as being a top tier range? You know what I mean? But that's,
yeah, exactly. What I like, especially in these cosmetics, except for the natural, I would say the natural line, is the isotonic seawater, which is really unique. The FA, because you know it's the only FA that is tested in vitro for regeneration. The fact that we have active ingredients with in vitro or clinical results, and also to have the made in France, and really the complementary action of each ingredient. So it's really unique formula. So I would say that it's a high quality product.
Top tier products, I was so.
Yeah.
What is isotonic water? Asks
Oh,
Susanna.
yes, it's a blend between source water and seawater. And it's rich in several minerals, trace elements. And the idea is that it's the same concentration of the skin. So the term isotonic, because it's the same concentration in minerals between the skin and the product. and the seawater. And the idea is to enhance the diffusion of the actives into the skin. So it's really important. In fact, in the majority of cosmetics, you have demineralized water. So it's just water without any minerals, which is a nonsense, because in fact, the skin needs minerals and trace elements, and also it will really help the diffusion of the other actives, the other ingredients of the skin. So it's really an active ingredient itself.
Veronica, I know that you talked about that at the beginning, but I also know some of the people were not there at the beginning. One of the things that makes our products, cosmetic products, so special is the origin, the island of Molen. Can you talk us a little bit more why that geography is so special and so different, and that what makes that so special?
Okay, so the majority of the algae comes from Molen Island, so it's in Brittany, in France. So it's a biosphere that is protected. So it's certified by UNESCO World Heritage, and the idea is that you have an optimal oxygenation of the water, because you have Channel Sea and Atlantic Ocean that joins in Brittany, and the idea is that the optimal oxygenation of the water will be optimal conditions for the growth of all the algae. And what is important for the biosphere is that all the algae are hand harvested. They are transformed in the first 24 hours after harvest to preserve the freshness and the bioactivity of all the actives. And they use an ecological process for the extraction. So it's really an ecological process, the preservation of the Molen Island. And we collaborate with the cosmetic lab that is really specialized, has expertise in cosmetic in algae for cosmetic use, and obviously it's made in France, and the majority of the algae are themselves certified organic.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, Guy is asking if can get access to the recording. Usually, we always publish all the recordings of all the webinars we do in our newsletters. I suppose you don't get them because you are not in Europe. Am I correct? So don't worry. I will make sure that you get the recording yourself. No problem. I can send it to you by email, or message me your email after, Guy, and I'll be glad to send you the recording. Okay.
Good. Oh, the last question is interesting. You can do a face mask with the regenerative cream. Yes, you can. Yes, there is no issue. It's a good idea, actually. The idea also, we thought about a face mask also, with FA, obviously. We will see, but it's a good idea. And sometimes they do it with seminence, but it's you know, for the texture it's not optimized, but you can do it with the regenerating cream.
Also, to say to Alexander, of course, I will take care of that and I'll send it to you, so you don't need to worry about that. And any more questions? Well, if there are no more questions, I think that's it. I would like to thank you so much to Dr. Veronique Traynard. She's a big asset of our medical team, and she's always so close to our business. So it's really a great pleasure to have her in these sessions, and I'm sure we'll do more in the future. I hope this contributed for a better understanding from all of you how valuable our cosmetic range is. And I know we have some new people here that's, you know, they are hearing this for the first time and understanding this for the first time. We have an incredible cosmetic range that should be promoted as it deserves. I mean, someone was asking a little bit ago if we are having more this or that product and all of that. You know, I think the answer depends on all of you, you know. because to get more products in our cosmetic range, that means that the range that we have needs to be commercially successful. That's how any company works, right? And right now, I feel that we are very far still from the potential these products have and what they do deserve, because they are really so good. They are incredible. So altogether, what we need to do is to make sure these products gets more promoted and beyond what we have already, to expand them, to take them to more people. And the better we do this, the more we will have new products of cosmetics, because then we will feel incentivized to launch more products to complete these ranges. So I think it's in our hands. From my side, I'm all for it. So I hope you are with me, because we're going to make incredible things with these products. Okay, I do
and
appreciate.
also, also I would say, don't hesitate to take picture of the evolution of your skin.
Very important.
Yeah, because sometimes if you want to show that, you know, we've got it from an ex-colleague. She had a lot of imperfection on the skin, acne and scars. And in fact, with she put, I think, for 2 or 3 months. And after she took pictures, and after it was incredible. Yeah. But it needs to be taken exactly on the same, you know, the same place with the same light to really see the evolution. But I think it could be help for the testimonies.
Excellent suggestion. You know, there's no better way than selling cosmetics rather than before and after pictures, you know, and to see the impact on each case. So very important what Veronique said. The pictures, they need to be reliable. Therefore, of course, the same person, I don't need to tell you this, but, but the same place, the same light. That means, for example, the same hour of the day, because the light tends to be the same angle of the picture. All of this is very important, and you will see amazing things, and that will help you a lot, you know, to divulgate the products for sure. Okay, any last minute question? Let me just check the chat here.
I've got the chat, normally it's okay.
Yeah, okay. So in that case, it's time to thank you all for your time. In the evening, in some cases, in the morning, some others here. We are all over the world. It is a pleasure. We will continue here in Europe to doing sessions like this, because we believe hard on training and on getting people to know more and more about our amazing products, about our amazing opportunity. So thank you so much. And of course, a special thank you to Dr. Veronique Traynard. It's always a big pleasure, as I said, and thank you so much for pouring us with your expertise. It's really fantastic. And remember, Veronique just said, if you have specific questions, don't hesitate in write them to your caring crew. It doesn't matter where you are, if you are in Europe or in another region, and they will make sure they will redirect the questions to Veronique, and she will answer them all. Very sure about that. Okay. Well, have a great evening, everybody, and good morning for others, and see you next session next time. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Everybody's gone now. Thank you so much, Veronique. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
Please remember to send me the
yes,
presentation, because you didn't send me. Yeah, with both. Okay, so the cosmetics and the supplements as well. Okay.
And also, if you want to have a session on food supplements, the same, but for food supplements, maybe we can have also a webinar for this.
Yeah, we will, but probably only in June. We have a full agenda right now, but we'll keep in touch and we'll talk. Okay.
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 Bye.
Good evening. Bye. Ciao.